Yo, welcome back to Lil Whippersnapper's Hip Hop History. I'm your host, Baby Ice, tearing up the game from the playpen to the playlist. And today we talking about the realest to lace up kicks and spit from the soul, J. Cole. Now, Cole ain't just a rapper. He's a thinker, a storyteller, a quiet storm. Born in Germany, raised in Fayetteville, North Carolina, man had struggles, smarts, and something to prove. He hit New York, got that Rock Nation cosign from Hav, and dropped the warm-up. And let me tell you, the heat was real. Then came 2014 Forest Hills Drive. No features, just truth. That album wasn't just a flex. It was autobiography set to fire drums. From dreams of making it to reflections on fame, Cole kept it raw. Always has. He don't need chains, scandals, or gossip. He's about craft, conscience, and consistency. Whether it's Cade, the off-season, or dropping 32s from Rwanda, Cole stays elite with humility and hunger. So next time you hear middle child, understand J. Cole bridges eras, inspires thinkers, and keeps this game honest. This is Baby Ice signing off. If you vibing with the vision, roll over to our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and check out more stories from hip-hop's heavyweights. It's more than music. It's Lil Whippersnappers. Ayo, you locked into Lil Whippersnapper's Hip Hop History, and I'm your host, Baby Ice. Yeah, I got a sippy cup, but I talk like I own a label. Today, we speaking on a modern-day prophet, the Compton kid who turned verses into visions, Kendrick Lamar. Now, let's be clear. Kendrick didn't sneak into the game. He stormed in with bars, brains, and backbone, came up under Top Dog Entertainment, got that Dre cosign, and next thing you know, good kid. Mad City hit like a cinematic earthquake. That album, that wasn't just rap, that was storytelling with a pulse. He didn't glorify the struggle, he decoded it. Then came to Pimp a Butterfly, jazz, funk, pain, power. Kendrick was speaking for people who didn't have a mic. Pulitzer Prize, Grammys, anthem for a generation. But through it all, he stayed grounded, never chased trends, just truth. So when you say lyricist, don't say it light. Say Kendrick like you mean it. This Baby Ice signing off. And if you dig this real hip-hop history vibe, slide over to our YouTube channel, smash that like, hit subscribe, and peep the other legends we breaking down from the crib. It's culture, it's knowledge, it's Lil Whippersnappers. Yo. Welcome to Lil Whippersnappers Hip-Hop History, where even the babies know the legends. I'm your host, Baby Ice, still in a booster seat, but speaking with big homie energy. Today, we breaking down a man who turned rap into a riot, Ice Cube. Born in South Central, this cat had bars sharper than a switchblade and a pen that made the whole system flinch. He started with NWA, and let's keep it real. Cube wrote some of the hardest verses on Straight Outta Compton. That raw, revolutionary energy, that was him, but he ain't stick around for the politics. He said nah to bad deals and went solo, and that's when he got even colder. America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate. Albums that weren't just fire, they were weapons. He called out racism, corruption, even himself. Ice Cube spoke what others were too scared to even whisper. And then he flipped the game again. Movies, business, mogul status. But through it all, Cube never sold his soul. He stayed loud, stayed proud, stayed dangerous. So if you talking legacy, Ice Cube ain't just a rapper. He's a blueprint. This Baby Ice signing off. And yo, if you like that, don't sleep. Go hit up our YouTube channel for more episodes on hip-hop's realest. Drop a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more fire from the cradle. Yo, welcome back to Lil Whippersnapper's Hip Hop History, where the rattles are gold and the stories are platinum. I'm your host, Baby Ice, the only toddler with shell toes and street cred. Today we talking about the holy trinity of hip-hop, the cats that kick the doors open for everybody else. Run DMC. Back in Hollis, Queens, these dudes was game changers. Reverend Run, DMC, and Jam Master Jay, they wasn't just rapping, they was redefining the culture. In a time when cats was still rocking glitter suits, these boys pulled up in black leather fedoras and no laces in they Adidas. They dropped sucker MCs and lit the match. King of Rock, that was a declaration. But when they dropped Raising Hell in '86, man, that was the big bang of mainstream hip-hop. Walk This Way with Aerosmith didn't just break barriers, it busted down walls between rap and rock, black and white, underground and commercial. They weren't just style. They had substance, soul, and swagger. They made it clear. Hip-hop wasn't a fad. It was a force. So if you out here wearing sneakers and claiming culture, you better say a little thank you to Run DMC, the real kings of the crossover. This is Baby Ice, still teething, but but always speaking truth. Peace. What's good, young moguls in training? You tuned in to Lil Whippersnapper's Hip Hop History, and I'm your host, Baby Ice, Gold Pacifier, Platinum Plans, and today we talking about the blueprint himself, Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z. Now let me put you on game. Jay wasn't handed nothing. Marcy Projects, Brooklyn. Survival was the first hustle. Before the Bentley, before the Basquiat, he was grinding tapes out of the trunk. Labels passed on him. So what did he do? Built his own empire. Rockefeller Records. That's boss mentality from day one. Then came Reasonable Doubt, 1996, Street Slick, Business Sharp. That album was like Wall Street wearing Timberlands. From there, it was chess, not checkers. The Blueprint, the Black Album, 444. Each one showed growth, legacy, and long game intelligence. But Jay didn't stop at the booth. Nah, homie became the first real hip-hop billionaire. Rock Nation, Tidal, Ace of Spades, married Beyonce. He ain't just a rapper. He's a living monument to reinvention. So next time you hear Hove, know you listening to more than just a verse. You hearing the voice of every hustler who made it out clean. This Baby Ice signing off from Marcy to Mogul, and that's the real American dream. Peace. What up, baby bangers and Lil Block Huggers? Welcome to Lil Whippersnappers, the only podcast where pacifiers meet platinum plaques. I'm Baby Ice, the coldest baby in the game. And today we paying homage to the OG of gangsta rap, the legend they called Eazy-E. Now look, before the memes and streams, before Spotify and TikTok, this cat was flipping the game out the back of his 64. Born Eric Wright, he came from Compton, California, a place where survival was the first hustle. He took his street knowledge and used it to build a business, linked with Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, and next thing you know, NWA was ripping the industry. A new one was straight out of Compton. They didn't ask for permission. They told the truth. Loud, raw, ruthless. Eazy had that voice, high-pitched, nasal, but dangerous. He ain't need a complex flow. His presence, unmistakable. He walked into a room and everybody knew. That's the man who made it happen. After the group split, he held his ground, ran Ruthless Records, put on Bone Thugs, kept feet in the streets, even when the world was against him, even when death row was breathing down his neck. Eazy stood tall. He passed too soon, but his legacy, untouchable. He proved you could come from the gutter and still end up a general. This is Baby Ice teaching the babies about bosses. Stay bold, stay business-minded, and always move ruthless. Peace. Yo, yo. Welcome to Lil Whippersnapper's Hip Hop History, where even the sippy cups got swagger. I'm your host, Baby Ice, still rocking Pampers, but talking legends. Today, we honor a man who wasn't just hip-hop. He was a heartbeat, a prophet, a problem, the one and only Tupac Amaru Shakur. Pac wasn't just rhyming for fame, he was rhyming for freedom, born into fire, raised by revolution. His mother was a Panther, his DNA was defiance. He came out the gate with Tupacalypse Now, and it was like a Molotov cocktail in album form. Songs like Trapped on Brenda's Got a Baby, that wasn't entertainment, that was truth with bass. Pac had layers. You could hear pain in Dear Mama, passion in Keep Your Head Up, paranoia in Me Against the World, and pure fury in Hit 'Em Up. He gave the people every version of himself, unfiltered, unpolished, and unapologetic. That's what scared folks. He wasn't afraid to call out the system or the streets. Then came All Eyes on Me, a double album of fire, straight from death row, fresh out of prison. That wasn't just an album, that was a resurrection. Pac was reborn as Machiavelli, louder, angrier, and ready for war. But war took him early. Vegas, 1996, 25 years old, gone in body, but immortal in spirit. Pac didn't die. He multiplied in murals, mixtapes, and movements. This is Baby Ice, saying rest in power to the rose that grew from concrete. You can't silence a voice that speaks for millions. What's good, rhyme scholars and bottle poppers? You tuned in to Lil Whippersnapper's Hip Hop History, and I'm your host, Baby Ice. Ice cold bib, fire in the cradle. Today we talking about a man who flipped the whole game upside down. Eminem, a.k.a. Slim Shady, a.k.a. Marshall Mathers. Now, let's get this straight. M didn't come from glitter. He came from grime, trailer parks, food stamps, Detroit. He was a white boy in a black game, but he ain't just show up. He took over. With bars so sharp, the industry bled. Dr. Dre found him, heard that wild, unhinged flow, and said, "This kid's a monster." And he was right. The Slim Shady LP dropped like a bomb. Twisted, brilliant, unfiltered. Then came the Marshall Mathers LP, 1.76 million in a week. That wasn't a record That was a reckoning. He rapped about pain, addiction, fame, rage, and he made it art. Yeah, he was controversial, but he was undeniable. M didn't just break through. He broke every rule, every stereotype, and every expectation. So when you hear that rapid fire rhyme, that wordplay on steroids, remember who built that lane. Eminem didn't ask for respect. He snatched it. This is Baby Ice. Stay raw, stay honest, and never let where you're from define where you go. What's good, young moguls in training? You tuned in to Lil Whippersnapper's Hip Hop History, and I'm your host, Baby Ice, Gold Pacifier, Platinum Plans, and today we talking about the blueprint himself, Sean Carter, a.k.a. Jay-Z. Now let me put you on game. Jay wasn't handed nothing. Marcy Projects, Brooklyn. Survival was the first hustle. Before the Bentley, before the Basquiat, he was grinding tapes out of the trunk. Labels passed on him. So what did he do? Built his own empire. Rockefeller Records. That's boss mentality from day one. Then came Reasonable Doubt, 1996, Street Slick, Business Sharp. That album was like Wall Street wearing Timberlands. From there, it was chess, not checkers. The Blueprint, the Black Album, 444. Each one showed growth, legacy, and long game intelligence. But Jay didn't stop at the booth. Nah, homie became the first real hip-hop billionaire. Rock Nation, Tidal, Ace of Spades, married Beyonce. He ain't just a rapper. He's a living monument to reinvention. So next time you hear Hove, know you listening to more than just a verse. You hearing the voice of every hustler who made it out clean. This Baby Ice signing off from Marcy to Mogul, and that's the real American dream. Peace. Hey, yo, you tuned in to Lil Whippersnapper's Hip Hop History, and I'm your host, Baby Ice. Yeah, my stroller's bulletproof, and my bib got bars on it. Today, we paying homage to the king of Brooklyn, the heavyweight champ of the mic, the notorious B.I.G., a.k.a. Biggie Smalls. Now, let me break this down for the ones still rocking onesies. Biggie didn't just rap. He painted movies with words. Born Christopher Wallace, raised on the rough blocks of Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. He went from slinging on street corners to shutting down stages. He drops Ready to Die, and suddenly the East Coast got its voice back. Juicy, Big Papa, Warning. Man, those weren't songs. They were chapters of a hustler's diary. Raw pain, smooth flow, deadly punchlines. Biggie could make you laugh, cry, and duck for cover all in the same verse. He was smooth with it, man. Velvet voice, but razor-sharp lyrics. And when he linked with Puff, Bad Boy took flight. Then came Life After Death, double album, platinum, bars for days, but fate had other plans. March 1997, L.A. Biggie gone too soon, just 24 years old. But legends, they don't die. They echo. Every rapper with a story to tell owes something to Big. This Baby Ice letting y'all know, real kings leave crowns behind. Peace.
Hey, man, I just want to say thanks for hanging out with us today here on Tube Squatch. You could have been anywhere else on the internet. Probably watching a raccoon ride a skateboard or a baby dance to some Pitbull song. But you chose to be here, and that means something. Let me know down there in the comments what part hit you the hardest, or made you spit out your drink. I read all them things, even the weird ones. YouTube says they know you're gonna like that next video down below. I don't know how they know, but I trust that algorithm like it's my cousin working at the DMV. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button, smack that subscribe, and join the Squatch fam. We're out here in the woods of the web, keeping it weird and wild. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay legendary, stay squatchy.